Launch ready for WWE Aftershock in 3, 2, 1. World Wrestling Entertainment discussion is live. Cue host Owen Finch.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WWE Aftershock. I'm Owen the Birdman Finch, and I'm here with
Chris.
What episode is this? I don't even know.
Not even a fucking clue.
I don't even know what season. I'll tell you this now. In one of the videos, I wrote like season 4 by accident after like season 3, and then they went back to like season 3. So we went like ahead of season, like for like one episode. Do you like that?
That's funny.
Yeah. So funny you couldn't even like respond right away. It was like, wow.
No, it shocked me.
It's like, you know, I decided, like, fuck it, we're gonna do one episode of season 4 of Yellow Jackets and then just go back to season 3. Why not?
Yeah. Why not just do it? Fuck it.
Just for one episode. Do you ever tell you for season 2 of Yellow Jackets? I forgot to make like season 2 episode 4 like public, and I didn't know about it for like 2 months. So like my cousin and I kept doing like the other episodes, and then like I had a computer issue that I think I've told you about before. So like I noticed like the other episode wasn't like public. So like it goes like 1 2 3 5, and then the rest of the episodes, and then like episode 4 is like the last video you actually like see uploaded. They're probably like, what the like if someone was watching my channel consistently, it would be like, wait, what the fuck happened to episode 4? You just skip it? Like
It just didn't feel like posting it.
Did he just like decide not to review that episode or something? Like what happened? Like
they just went
And then they just saw it pop up randomly, and they're just like, oh, I guess he did feel like reviewing episode 4, like little late to the game because you already watched the rest of the show. Like what's going on here?
Yeah.
But whatever. But yeah, we had to cover some wrestling shows. Really just one, but one of them is in 2 parts because WWE decided let's do a 2-night Summerslam for the first time, and it ended up working out very well. You know, a lot of people kind of questioned it, and then I feel like the WWE really pulled it together, and we got 2 great night SummerSlams out of it. This is really what WrestleMania 41 should have been. You know, we talked about this before, where a lot of things went wrong with WrestleMania 41. Mainly night 1, you know, night 2 went pretty smoothly up until the main event, but it seems like SummerSlam was kind of used to kind of undo a lot of the damage that WrestleMania 41 did. Not that it did anything bad, but like a lot of the things that people had issues with WrestleMania, it seems like they used SummerSlam to kind of fix that, which I think is kind of awesome. But yeah, we're going to get this started. We had, it was 2 nights. We had night 1. There was a kickoff on SmackDown before it. I'll just kind of cover that real quick. It was hosted by Michael Cole. He just kind of came on and asked questions. Jey Uso came on, and he talked about how he looks forward to teaming with his cousin. He said that he started teaming with his cousin again because families fight, but eventually they make up, and that's what happened with him. This is when like Paul Heyman's group came up, and this is where they coined the phrase the Shula Fala, because, you know, Bronson Reed stole Roman Reigns' shoes, which is very mean. And then AJ Styles got interviewed, and he talked about how this could possibly be his last SummerSlam. And, you know, that might actually be the case. We could have seen that could have been his last SummerSlam. So he said he's going to use that opportunity to win the IC title. They kind of hyped up the women's triple threat match a little bit, and then they did some final hype between CM Punk and Gunther. Did you see the kickoff show, or did you not watch it?
No, I didn't watch it.
Well, someone doesn't like kickoff shows.
I don't.
Then we had... I'll just break down both nights of the countdown show because it's pretty easy to break them both down. This is kind of proves that there's no need to be a 3-hour countdown. Not just 1 3-hour countdown shows. There's no need for 2 3-hour countdown shows. Because we watched night 2 together, but we didn't watch night 1 together. But like we didn't even put like Night 2's countdown show on until like 5 o'clock. How much of that shit did we like not even watch? Like, how much of that was just like them recapping like night 1 of SummerSlam? It was like the whole show.
I would say about 90 to 95% of it was just recap.
Yeah.
And we knew that was going to be it too.
It seemed like night 1's countdown show, like they were able to kind of get a lot in there because night 1 had the Tiffany Stratton interview, the Roxanne Perez Raquel Rodriguez interview, the Sammy interview, and then they had the Stephanie McMahon interview, and then they had the Jelly Roll interview. So that kind of got us through a little bit. But like night 1's countdown, so surprisingly like flew by for it being like 3 hours. I think too because then they did because when I was fast forwarding, they did like a lot of the same stuff they did on like night 1 just on night 2, so you just saw it all again, like that costume contest. I think they did that again on night 2, and then like they and it was hilarious too. They played like the by the numbers video, and then like they kept like asking questions like, and they kept giving off stats like about the women's title match, and one of them what was gonna happen. Well, like the match already like happened on night 1, so why are you like showing this video package again on like night 2? It's like what is going on here? Like
it was insane. Like the amount of fucking. It was the definition of insanity. It was just like, in case if you missed night 1 for some fucking reason, here's what happened.
By the way, I don't know, cause I've gone before like without watching both nights like live and stuff. I don't just fucking decide like, hey, I'm just gonna watch night 2 and not watch night 1. Like I'm usually watching night 1 before I watch night 2. I don't know why people think they were gonna watch like night 1 before night 2. Oh no, night 2.
Cool music over it.
Huh?
Then and sometimes they'll put like stupid music over it. This time they didn't. They just let the fucking commentary play out.
Yeah, but yeah, going through night 1, I'm gonna do the notes for night 1 because we had a big argument about this, about who was doing what notes, and
it was a bloodbath.
Yeah, that's why that's why it took us so long to get started. You know, we had to wipe the blood off. That's why Chris isn't on camera because he's bleeding right now. Actually, he's got blood coming out of his nose and he's got black eyes and stuff.
Yeah, it's gross.
You're showing real good dedication there. Where I decided to pull through the show and like,
I'm hurting.
That was just the damage that I didn't even do that damage to him. He did that to himself somehow. I don't know how, but he did.
It happened.
But yeah, we had night 1. The commentators for both nights were Wade Barrett and Michael Cole. I thought that was a very good choice for commentator. Both nights, you get like a Raw representative, you get like a SmackDown representatives. Wade Barrett and Michael Cole have really good chemistry together on commentary from the SmackDown days back in 2022, and then like when they got moved over to Raw in 2023, and then I'm pretty sure this is the first time I think they've just commentated the show. Well, I guess Evolution was, but like they weren't really commentating shows much because like together just by themselves, because Pat's been like with them the past few times. So this is kind of nice. I kind of hope I feel like this is gonna be like the traditional PLE commentary team until they want to make a change. I'm okay with this. I liked the commentary team. I thought they both did very well together. How'd you feel about they did on both nights? Do you think they did absolutely awful on both nights?
I felt like they did pretty good. They're pretty great. They do feed off each other very, very well. I think it's just because they've known each other for such a long time.
Yeah.
That if one of them fucks up, they can kind of like clown on each other, and it's like the dynamic is really, really good. I
agree with that. We were kind of shocked because we were thinking now that Graves is doing main roster again, he would be back on the PLEs, but that doesn't seem because Graves was on Raw the next night, so we would figure they would have brought him out for the PLEs, but nope, he's just a Raw guy now, just on Raw, so. It's okay. He could just be on Raw. He's allowed. So, but
yeah, he's allowed to just be on. He does NXT also too.
Yeah, and the NXT PLEs he does. So,
yeah,
he's got a busy couple of days on Monday and Tuesdays. He does Raw, and then he has to go back to Florida to do NXT, and then he's a busy boy there.
Yeah, he's very busy. He's a very busy, very, very, very busy man.
I remember that one time I know it's off topic, but like when he was doing both Raw and SmackDown on like Survivor Series 2017, he was supposed to like be the one in Paul's show and like rooting for both brands, but then Booker T kept forgetting like what brand he was on. He kept rooting for the SmackDown guys when he wasn't supposed to be, and like he didn't know. Was that the time? Huh?
Just he got confused.
Was that the time they tried it out where like they did like all 5 of the comment like. Because they didn't swap them out. They both the Raw and the SmackDown commentary team were like on commentary at once, and everyone just kept talking over each other and everything like that. It was a clusterfuck.
It was a complete clusterfuck.
Mainly because of Booker T type of thing. He was the one that was...
Blame.
Huh?
Blame him.
But I mean, he was the biggest factor in it because he didn't know what team it was on.
Oh, his fault.
But yeah, then we had the national anthem. I thought the people that did the national anthem on night 1 did a very good job. Like, typically, we're usually nice, because it's really not the national anthem. It's like America the Beautiful. They always say it's the national anthem, and then it's like never is, but, you know, I thought the people did really good job on night 1. Like, the vocals sounded very good. Night 2 was good, but then they had that weird bit where they were like looking and staring at each other for no reason. That was like weird. But I thought night 1 was good. Like they did it on like the stage, and they like sounded really cool. How did you feel about the people did doing the America the Beautiful? Do you think they did absolutely awful?
I thought they did okay. I liked Breland was the better of the two.
Yeah.
The 3.
Then then we had the cold open where it kind of showed like, you know, SummerSlam and how the heat like intensifies during the summer and everything like that, and they have to blow off all these feuds. Very good cold open. I like that a lot. What'd you think of that? I like the cold open.
Cold open was very good.
And this was weird. I kept asking this in the chat for like weeks, and I never got an answer because I don't think you guys knew the answer, or maybe you didn't want to give me the answer because you didn't want the answer. Maybe you just thought it was crazy because I'm not keeping up with the product. I'm like, is Cardi B still the host of SummerSlam? Because they like, what, like 2 weeks before the show, like for like months and months and months. I think like for over a year it's been advertised Cardi B is gonna host SummerSlam and everything like that. And then like 2 weeks before the show happened, they like completely stopped like talking about it. Like nobody mentioned her. She wasn't mentioned on the Countdown show. They just never mentioned Cardi B, and then all of a sudden Cardi B was hosting for some reason. Like again, like she always was hosting, but they just like stopped talking about her, and then it just got like real bad. She came out, she like welcomed everyone to SummerSlam. She mentioned all like the wrestlers, and like I think she messed up like Randy Orton's name or something. It was something weird like that. That like. She made, like, weird noises. It was like, yeah, SummerSlam. And then, like, at one point she, like, growled, I think. I had, like, a growl in there somehow. I don't know what the hell happened. But, like, this was really bad and, like, a massive mistake.
Fucking terrible.
It was awful. And then she, like... I don't know what happened. Like, when I watched this, I was, like, watching this by myself, luckily. I like legitimately like looked around and like, is this real? Is this actually like SummerSlam? Like, I don't know what the hell happened. Like, this was this was awful. I think too she like mentioned people that weren't even on like night 1. So like, oh, this person's gonna be on night 1. They weren't even like there. Like, what is going on? What did you think of her appearance? I thought it was dreadful and pretty bad.
I thought it was arguably one of the worst guest host jobs ever. For hosting SummerSlam, for hosting a pay-per-view or a PLE, just awful. First of all, she came out to no reaction, and then she was in the ring for like less than 2 minutes. It had to have been 2 minutes tops. She came out and just fucking brutally bad. There were periods of dead air where she just fucking stood there and didn't do anything, didn't say anything. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this is fucking terrible. Then when she left, I was like, that might have been the worst fucking thing I've ever seen.
I swear to God, there was a growl. She like growled at one point. Like there was a point she made
And there
like
was no mention of her after that.
there's a point where she just makes a noise that didn't even sound human. I don't even know what it was, but it was something. So
She was trying to book like they were trying to do a thing where she was gonna try to get Bailey booked in the show or something like that, and like none of that played out. And then like, do you think as a guest host they would be like involved? They do a backstage segment with them. They do, someone like a not like a like they go up and talk to them, and they kind of catch them talking to them type of thing. And it's like none of that happened. None of it.
nothing.
I feel like it was like she did her segment, she went back through the curtain, and then left.
Probably, yeah.
Because there was nothing. There was nothing. It was bad. Bad all around.
Then we had the first match on the show was Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman ringside. This match I thought was great. Really great opener here. Everybody gets into a brawl in the beginning, and then Jey Uso tries to do his entrance again, where he yeets and everything like that. But then Roman Reigns got pulled out from the to the ring, and Jey Uso hit a dive on the outside. Eventually, Roman Reigns got taken down with a spear, and the heels dominate Jey Uso for a good portion of the match. He tries to get some comebacks in there, tries to get the hot tag, but it fails several times. Eventually he does a comeback himself, but then he just gets cut off because it's beaten down 2-on-1. And then eventually Roman Reigns makes the hot tag. He hits a dive onto the outside, which nearly was really bad. He almost hit like the staging area and like really almost took himself out and everything like that. I think he either undershot or overshot the dive type of thing.
That was brutal.
Yeah, and then eventually Braun Breaker hits a spear on Jey Uso, but he kicks out. At one point, Roman Reigns spears Braun Breaker through the barricade, and then eventually, Jey Uso's brawling with Bronson Reed, and then Braun Breaker tries to spear Jey Uso, but Roman Reigns actually takes the bullet for I almost said, I don't know what I said. It wasn't gonna be Jey Uso. It was gonna be Jey Uso with an A. Ja Uso. I don't know what the hell I was gonna say.
Ja Uso.
Who's that?
Ja?
Who's that?
Someone.
Yeah, Roman Reigns took the bullet for Jey Uso, which is a big storytelling development because obviously back in the Bloodline days, Roman Reigns would never take a bullet for Jey Uso. Jey Uso always had to take a bullet for him, so now it's reversed. And this ended up helping out Roman Reigns and Jey Uso on the long run because Jey Uso was able to hit the spear himself and a splash on Bronson Reed for the win. And Roman Reigns and Jey Uso win the tag match. Afterwards, Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns give each other hateful looks. And I didn't really have an issue with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso winning this match. It makes sense because it was Roman Reigns' big comeback match. And considering the fact that what was going to happen later in the night, I don't really think it hurt them that much because no one really kind of remembers this defeat with what happened later in the night because they had a plan B and everything like that. I do like the fact that they didn't really mention this was part of the plan, though. That would have been kind of weird. But yeah, I thought this was a great tag match here. I give it 4 stars. I thought this was a good way for Roman Reigns to get his kind of revenge without getting it too much since Jey got the pin. And I thought Roman and Jey worked really well together as a tag team. I give it 4 stars. What'd you think of this?
I give it 4 stars. I thought this match was a really, really good opener. That Taker dive spot where Roman almost fucking ended his career was pretty scary, but he came out unaffected by it. But yeah, I thought everyone in the match played off really well with each other. yeah, I'm very happy that the cousins won, and yeah, I thought it was great.
Then we had the women's tag team championship match. It was Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez defending against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. No Flair, I guess. Just in my notes, it just says Charlotte. No, I guess Charlotte Flair doesn't exist anymore. It's just Charlotte.
I guess Charlotte Flair doesn't exist. It's just Charlotte.
Yeah. So I pulled events and just shortened her name. So.
Next thing you know, on the notes, it's gonna be Char.
Hey, don't forget Liv Morgan and Liv Morgan happened one time. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah.
Whatever happened to that other Liv Morgan? Do you think that the other one I wrote? Do you think that one ever showed up again?
Yeah, she just disappeared.
But yeah, this match was very good. You know, Charlotte and Alexa looked pretty dominant in the beginning. They both hit moonsaults on the outside at the same time simultaneously, which was good. Alexa Bliss gets the heat in this match, and Raquel Rodriguez uses a lot of her power moves to dominate Alexa Bliss. Eventually, Charlotte Flair gets the hot tag. She gets a spear onto Roxanne Perez at one point. There's a really nice near fall where Alexa Bliss accidentally hit Charlotte Flair in the face, which I thought was, a really nice surprising moment. And you think it's going to be the finish because then Raquel Rodriguez hits the Tejana bomb, followed by the pop rocks by Roxanne Perez. And Alexa Bliss saves it by hitting a blockbuster onto Roxanne Perez, which was a really nice near fall. Then eventually, Alexa Bliss hits Twisted Bliss on Roxanne Perez when Charlotte Flair goes in there. There's kind of like this moment where there's some hesitation because obviously Charlotte Flair didn't really realize it was an accident when Alexa Bliss hit her, but she's able to overcome that and hits a big boot on Raquel Rodriguez. Alexa Bliss hits Twisted Bliss. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair become the new I almost just said Raw Women's Tag Team Champions. Like there's only one There's only one Women's Tag Team title, so I don't know what the hell.
It's just Raw now. No one else from SmackDown can challenge.
Hey, don't say that. They might do that someday. But yeah, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair become the new Women's Tag Team Champions. I thought this match was very good. I give it 3 3/4 stars. I'm really happy they gave it to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and it stayed that way because obviously the next night on Raw they did like a rematch, and they still retained because obviously we've seen this happen before where like they'll give the faces sometimes a baby face win, and then the next night they like lose the belts right back. I'm happy that they kept. I'm happy that they are still the champions and everything like that. This was a great decision too because this team with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair is really starting to catch fire and really getting over. It's finally gotten Charlotte Flair over as a baby face again, considering the fact that they didn't really work out that well when she came back. To the point where I think she had to call an audible mid promo when she came back and like go heel type of thing. Not completely. I think what happened that time was like they were gonna fill the crowd out, and whatever they do, Charlotte Flair can like react to, and then she ended up going heel. But I give it 3 3/4 stars. I thought this was very good. What do you think of this?
I give it 3 3/4 too. This is a really good match. It's probably one of Charlotte's best matches as a babyface in a very, very long time. She looks more authentic now as a babyface as she has in years past. I do think the initial plan was for her to go babyface out of the Rumble and be more of herself, but it definitely didn't work out like how they thought, so they switched her, and this tag team with Bliss has really worked. It's really gotten Charlotte over again, and it's kind of keep it like, and they had a really, really funny segment on Raw on Monday, which I'm pretty sure we'll cover very soon. But yeah, it's I really they play off each other very well. Not friends.
No, they're not.
They are not. That part kills me every time. Every time because they have their own shirts now, and it's we are not friends. But just really, I do like it. I think it's pretty funny.
What happens if they become friends?
Then you take off the knot, and it's just we are friends. But I thought this match was really, really good. The person I expected to take the pin, which was Roxanne, which I did our predictions. If you saw it, which you probably didn't, because we uploaded too late. We uploaded about an hour. It got uploaded into about an hour into the show, but I picked Roxy to get pinned, and that was what came to fruition because I just felt like if the Judgment Day were going to lose, it wasn't going to be because of Raquel.
What happens now, too, this is supposed to be that big replacement that's supposed to replace Liv, and she's over here taking L's like a couple times. Like, this is
L's, baby! Take those L's. Take those Liv.
But, yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I didn't write it down, but I'm pretty sure this happened afterwards. Afterwards, there was like a segment backstage. There was like a Papa John's ad where like all the wrestlers, with I think it was like the New Day, Alpha Academy, and maybe Grayson Waller. I forget. Well, I guess
Grayson Waller and the LWO.
They were all fighting for the last.
It was just Dragon Lee and I think it was Dragon Lee, and I think that was it. I think there might have been other members, but I forget.
But they were fighting over the last slice of Papa John's pizza because that was like the last one that they had. So, yeah, they kept fighting over it. Eventually, Nikki Bella came in and saved that and brought in new pizzas for everybody, which was very nice.
Just cheese.
Yeah, it was only cheese for some reason. I feel bad for Kofi, though, because he's like vegan, so he doesn't even eat cheap pizza. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, what is he not vegan, or is he just like... Was he more so fighting for Xavier Woods to have the pizza? Like, what, I need to know. I kind of need to know.
I think he was fighting to have the pizza, but to take off the cheese and just lick the sauce off the pizza.
But I think this, there's not enough cheese that goes on there. I don't think you can get that cheese fully on there. Plus, the pizza's already been like contaminated by cheese. I don't think you can fix that. So
he might have fixed it. Who knows?
Well, he didn't get. Whoever got that last slice of pizza too. I don't think it was ever determined, right? I don't think anyone cared anymore once Nikki Bella came in and saved the day.
The conquering babyface.
This segment was just a sponsor ad. It's fine though. I'm happy that it's good to make money. So it's good to have segments like this. I feel like
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, contrary to popular belief, you need to have them.
Do you think these
sponsors?
Do you think these pizzas though were actually eaten, or do you think they threw them away?
My funny answer is they threw them away immediately, but the real answer is they probably had that in catering.
Okay.
So they probably all got to enjoy pizza as a crew.
That's good. They weren't wrestling either, so they can have a cheat day. None of these people wrestled, so.
Yeah, none of them did.
What were they doing there? They didn't have a match on the show. Why were they there?
Just being good employees.
Well, the New Day are good employees. Maybe. Well, I guess the New Day were trying to get a World Tag Team title rematch that they can't seem to.
Jerk Day.
It's just the New Day.
The Jerk Day.
Then we had Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross with Scarlett, where if Sami Zayn wins, Karrion Kross has to say that Sami Zayn was right, but no, actually, Karrion Kross has to say that he was wrong, and if Sami Zayn wins, Karrion Kross has to say that Sami Zayn has to say that Sami Zayn was wrong. No, that's all wrong. No, it's
if Kross wins, Sami had to admit that Kross is right, and if Sami wins, then Kross had to admit that Sami was right.
I don't know what. I went all different types of directions.
I almost forgot what I was saying midway through.
Because I think I said if Sami Zayn wins, Karrion Kross had to say that Sami Zayn was wrong. That didn't make sense.
What the fuck would that even be?
I don't know,
oh, by the way, I won, but I'm wrong.
I think I said at one point.
I was wrong about you.
I think I said at one point if Karrion Kross wins, Sami Zayn has to admit that he was right. I almost said that at one point. Like, how's that? Like, what?
Hey, Sami, I just beat you. You were right.
No, Sami Zayn. What is going on with that step? I messed that up fucking royally. Like, so I guess
And then as Sami wins, he goes, "Hey, Cross, I just beat you. I know I'm supposed to do the opposite, but I'm not. You were right. Sorry. Maybe I am. Maybe I am turning heel."
But yeah, this was a pretty good match. You know, pretty back and forth. Sami Zayn was very aggressive in it. He had a really good moonsault off the barricade, and then eventually Cross hit a Death Valley driver into the turnbuckles. He dominates Zayn for a while. Eventually, Sami Zayn mounts a comeback. Karrion Kross asks for the steel pipe, and he never really gets to use it because the referee catches him and everything like that. He nearly wins by getting his foot on the ropes. And then eventually there's an opportunity because Sami Zayn just starts kicking his ass, takes him down with punches, and just like really fires away at Karrion Kross. And there's an opportunity for Sami Zayn to lose. I almost said lose the steel pipe, not use it, but use the steel pipe.
He's almost lose it.
But yeah, Sami Zayn, you know, overcame his demons and threw the steel pipe out of the ring, hit an exploder suplex into the turnbuckle, hit the haluva kick on Karrion Kross, and Sami Zayn, you know, won. They didn't really follow through with the step, and they probably won't, depending on what happens with Karrion Kross, considering the fact that his contract...
They definitely won't.
Yeah, his contract was up this weekend. And we heard that now, you know, offers have been made for a new contract. We were up until... I'm probably uploading this Friday, so up until yesterday... they didn't make offers for any new contracts or anything like that. But now it seems like offers are being made. Is he going to accept the deals? I like to think he will. I think he's pretty loyal. I think he'll accept it. You know, I feel like it would be a good thing. I kind of hope he resigns. I'm enjoying his push, and I've enjoyed everything that he's done this year so far. I think there's still a lot he can do. Then again, if he resigns, the Sami Zayn go heel because that's kind of scary. But yeah, I thought this was pretty good. I'll give it like 3.25 stars. I thought this was a pretty good match, and good for Sami Zayn for not giving into his dark side that he apparently doesn't have now. So this was pretty good. I give it 3.25 stars. What do you think of this?
I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was solid. As much as Kross is kind of like over with the crowd, he's just very like vanilla in the ring. There's a lot of like rumors that he doesn't take flat back bumps, which isn't true, but I don't know. It's perplexing, but him coming out and fucking complaining on social media after night 1, I would say it's pretty much done. And then fucking meathead with no brain, Braun Strowman, the only fucking company that would rehire him again, decided to shoot his mouth off, which was interesting. But I don't know if he'll be back. I don't know. I would think that not, just because of the fact that if you kind of like listen to interviews and stuff, he seems pretty unhappy. And if he does resign, cool. But if he doesn't, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. But yeah, it's definitely would Sami go heel? Possibly, but I don't know. There's a lot that's up in the air. They didn't really live up to the fucking stipulation like they said, because at the end of the match, like when Sami won, Kross just kind of like shook his head, like nodded at him, and I was like, that's not the fucking stipulation. The fucking stipulation was you had to admit that Sami was right about you. So live up to the fucking stipulation. No fucking head nod. You were wrong about Sami. You were wrong about Sami. Because he won, so fucking say that. Don't... that's why I feel like they just kind of went like, let's just move on from this.
But we'll see what happens.
Because it wasn't even mentioned after that.
Huh?
Because it wasn't even mentioned after that.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. But then we had a women's championship match. It was Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill had a cool edge to it where it was like snowing and everything like that, and it was a big storm. That's good, good storms. Yeah, this was a very good athletic match. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill had a very good back and forth match. Jade Cargill nearly won with Jaded, but Tiffany Stratton kicked out. Eventually, she went for Jaded off of the top turnbuckle, but then eventually Tiffany Stratton countered it and hit the prettiest moonsault ever. And probably the biggest surprise, I thought, well, actually the next match was, but this was pretty surprising. Tiffany Stratton retained the title. I was pretty shocked. I mean, it was pretty unpredictable who was going to win this match, so they both being pushed pretty heavily, but I figured with, them really pushing Jade pretty heavily at the moment, I figured this was going to be a moment, because I don't know who else could have taken this title off of Tiffany Stratton. But no, they kept it on Tiffany Stratton. I thought this match was really good. I give it 3.5 stars. It was very short. It really wasn't that long, so I'm wondering if there will be a rematch, since they really didn't have that long of a match. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes of this. Are they just going to hold off on Jade till Mania? Are they going to have Jade go here and then win the title at Clash in Paris or something? I'm really not sure. But, yeah, I thought this match was really good. I give it 3.5 stars. What do you think of this?
I thought the match was good for how short it was. It went for just a tick over 7 minutes, which, minus the end, was the shortest match of the night. Sami Zayn and Cross went 8:10. That was the second shortest match of the night. Punk went 30. Punk got to 130. 17:10 for the tag match between Drew and Logan and Brandy and Jelly, and Charlotte and Bliss versus Judgment Day went 13:30, and then the opener tag between the Cousins and the Braun Brawns was 21 minutes 10 seconds. So, out of all the matches, that one was the shortest. Just a tick over 7 minutes, just about 7 minutes and 5 seconds. I give it three stars. I thought the match was solid. I thought it was very odd that Jade didn't win. I don't know how much longer you can wait to put the championship on her. They've already had to write her off twice already since she's been in WWE. To me, it's just like that might have been the time to do so. If they don't do it by WrestleMania next year in that time period, I felt like SummerSlam, being their second biggest show of the year, would have been the appropriate time to do it. And that's why I think Naomi cashing in and beating Tiffany made a lot of sense. Having Jade lose at Evolution and then having Naomi and Jade have the rubber match at SummerSlam would have made 1,000 times more sense. And that's the way Jade could get the win and then cap off the feud, but didn't do that. So now we look at Survivor Series now in November. Is that going to be when they crown her at War Games in November? Who knows? If she's in a War Games match, 0% chance there's going to be a title on the line. Then you look at the Rumble. That's in Saudi. Maybe they want to put the title on her then. Biggest, big time PLE. The first one that's not Crown Jewel. So like a legitimate one of the big four that is going to Saudi next year in January. Maybe they want to put it on her then. But if not, then there's the Chamber. Don't see that happening. And then you go to WrestleMania, and if she doesn't get it by WrestleMania, she's never getting it.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of stuff. She could win the Rumble, and then if Naomi's still a champ, choose to face Naomi. Or if Bianca's back and she has one of the titles, she could face Bianca, because there's still that storyline there with, because they have a little bit of trust issues with the Jade Cargill attacking or everything like that.
That is true.
So maybe
but everything needs. She needs to win it because there would have been a year since her last. SummerSlam would have been a year since her last title contention. You can't have her fucking lose at Survivor Series and then because that would be 2 title losses for her, and then the Rumble, and then if she doesn't win at WrestleMania, there'd be 3 title losses.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point then? You've already devalued her.
So we'll see what happens. Then we had the biggest surprise of the whole weekend, the sleeper match of the whole weekend, because of how good it was. It was Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. This was really good. Jelly Roll had a good entrance where he's saying Randy Orton's entrance, the beginning parts of it. And
he also wants to sing voices. He wants to redo voices.
That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind that.
He said that recently. I don't know if it was on Cody's podcast or if it was on Stephanie's podcast, but he said that if WWE's cool with it, that he would want to if they want to redo Randy's theme, he wants to sing it.
But Jelly Roll looked really good in this match. He actually started the match, which I don't think a lot of people expected. And him and Logan Paul did some just chain wrestling and everything like that. And I think you thought that, we predicted that probably would be all he's going to do. But no, when Drew got tagged in, Randy Orton tried to get him to tag out, and Jelly Roll wouldn't tag out. He hyped himself up, and he got his ass kicked. He actually took the heat in this match, which I don't think a lot of people expected. I think a lot of people expected.
Very surprising.
And then eventually, Randy Orton made the hot tag. He had a lot of his vintage Randy Orton movesets and everything like that. He had a back suplex to Drew on the announcer's table. And the match eventually spilled down into chaos. Jelly Roll took a frog splash from Logan Paul through the announcer's table. And Logan Paul put these glasses on so we could get a prime glasses on so we could get his POV shot of it and everything like that. I don't think you saw it in real time. That was more a replay that you saw it with and everything like that. And they did the angle where he was being stretched out and everything like that, had to be helped out, and they dominated Randy for a bit. And then eventually Randy Orton hit a superplex off the turnbuckles. Jelly Roll got the hot tag again, hit a black hole slam onto Logan Paul and nearly got the win, but Drew broke it up. And then eventually Drew McIntyre, after laying out Randy Orton, hit a Claymore kick on Jelly Roll. And then Logan Paul hit a frog splash onto Jelly Roll. And Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre beat Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. With Logan Paul actually getting the pin. This was very surprising. But I actually really like this a lot. I don't really mind the fact that Jelly Roll took a loss here. Just because, Logan Paul we're going to see, I think, again soon. I feel like he's going to bring this up about every time we see him. And I feel like, too, because Jelly Roll really wants to do this, his agent, because he went on Cody's podcast and said this, his agent said this is probably just going to be a one and done, but now he wanted to give a reason for him to come back, and I think, the fact that he took a loss here gives him kind of a reason to come back if he wants to come back, and you could do a one-on-one match between Logan Paul and Jelly Roll if you wanna. I really like the fact that he took a loss here. He said he actually Jelly Roll said he pushed to take the loss too, type of thing. He didn't.
They were originally supposed to win, but Jelly convinced Triple H and the writing team that the celebrities always win. He's like, I want to actually take the loss.
And he took
which is surprising.
Yeah, so I think this is really good then. I actually think we're going to see Jelly Roll wrestle again at some point. I wouldn't be shocked if we see him again by Mania. They do Logan Paul versus Jelly Roll in a one-on-one match or something type of thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see him a few more times.
Yeah, he did really good.
Maybe they do something at Survivor Series. Maybe they write him off. in November at Survivor Series, and he comes back at the Rumble to get his revenge on Logan Paul.
But I thought he looked really good out there for someone that's like not an athlete or anything like that. Like legit, he even says he's never really done anything athletic, so he looked really good in this match. The fact that we literally just saw this dude like I think like a year ago, and he was really out of shape and everything like that. He looked really good here. He really put the time and work in, and everyone made this look good. I give this 3 3/4 stars. I thought, this was very good for like a celebrity match and everything like that. And again, there was no smoke and mirrors really behind Jelly Roll. He probably did the most in this match than anyone else did, type of thing. So I give it 3 3/4 stars. I thought Jelly Roll looked awesome.
I also give it 3 3/4 stars. I thought Jelly was awesome. It's kind of funny because Randy Orton was kind of an afterthought in this match, which I didn't think that would be the case.
Yeah.
And I thought Jelly was great. His first day of training, actually, he broke his fucking finger. So that shows you all the dedication that he had to it. And, he said it's probably the worst thing he's ever done in his life. And I can't. And, I mean, for him being, a 40-year-old man, I could see why. Just picking this up like that snap of your finger and going, hey, I want to do this. And they announced it earlier, too, that he was 299 pounds, Jelly Roll was, which is the first time he's been below 300 pounds since he was in middle school. So that was a huge accomplishment for him, and I'm very proud of him. Like, he really set out to lose a shit ton of weight, which he did. And the last time we saw Jelly Roll at SummerSlam last year, extremely out of shape, like big fucking dude. And you see him this year, and he looks noticeably a lot thinner. And, he got under 300 pounds, which is his goal. He wanted to be 300 pounds walking down the aisle, and he was. I was just extremely proud of him in this match. Like, he really did the best he could, and I was super impressed with him. And the fact that he took that frog splash spot, too, I was like, holy shit, I did not expect him to take that. I thought that for sure would have been a Randy spot, but that surprised the hell out of me. His selling was really good, too, for someone who wasn't even an athlete prior to, I think they said like 3-4 months he had been training. So like 3-4 months ago. His selling was really good. He showed a lot of emotion too, like his nervousness, like facing Drew and Randy, having to pump him up. Like, I loved that. And him being in the match for the most of it surprised the fuck out of me. His selling was really good. I would love to see him back. Really impressed with him and really proud of him.
Yeah,
he put on a hell of a performance.
And he's doing this for real. Like, he went on Cody's podcast and said, like, his agent even said, like, well, the show starts at 6 or whatever. The call time's at 6. You don't have to be there until 6. Like, well, what time's the wrestlers going to be there? And they said 12:30. Like, he actually went there at 12:30. Like, he didn't just, like, fucking come in and, like, he's like, no,
He wasn't, like most celebrities and shit, like, they show up, like, when call time is, when the show starts, they show up, and then they leave. Jelly wanted to be one of the boys. If they're there at 12:30, his ass was there at 12:30. He was really dedicated to this. And that just shows, like, he cared. And just a little thing like that, like showing up when the wrestlers would show up, like 6 hours before the show. Like, he was there. And that, from a wrestler's perspective, like, knowing how like, gatekeepy they are about the business, to see Jelly Roll show up at 12:30, I can guarantee you that impressed the entire roster.
Didn't impress the
show that he actually gave a shit.
Didn't impress the AEW fans though. They weren't impressed by that at all.
Yeah, because they don't like celebrity involvement.
Unless it's what's his name, Big Chunk.
Walter Hauser.
Is that the same guy? Is it AJ Kazano or whatever? Or am I?
No, AJ and Big Boom AJ.
That's the only celebrity involvement they like is just him.
And his son and their friend.
Then we had the World Heavyweight Championship match. It was Gunther defending against CM Punk. Gunther, Chris, not Walter. It's Gunther. I don't know why you thought it was Walter. I don't know what you're thinking.
I never thought it was Walter. I always knew it was Gunther.
No, you.
I'm like someone. I'm like someone.
Oh, my cousin AJ, who fucked up and said it on GM by accident. That's right. I forgot. You're right. Yeah, it wasn't me.
Someone who's speaking
well, you
right now.
You were just speaking a second ago, though. You said about someone you're speaking.
The other person who's speaking. See, I was always, this is Gunther, and you were like, no, it's Walter.
No,
it is Walter.
It was the other way around. No, you know, it was James. It was James that was saying that, not me. It's James.
Someone's getting awfully blamey.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh wait.
I wonder who it was.
I just looked at footage. It was me. I think I blacked out every time I said it. That was what it was. That's what it was.
Oh yeah. You blacked out.
It happens sometimes, you know. You black out. You just say things that don't. I mean, I just said. I called.
You finally admitted to the fact that Chad Gable was El Grande Americano.
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice
because he did it.
But
because he's the one that said he was.
But yeah, so this match was great stuff. Punk took a beating in this match. Gunther absolutely destroyed him in the beginning portions of it. He really destroyed him the whole match. He put him in a trio roll and just stomped on him. He did a elevated drop kick. He did a power bomb. Punk got some stuff in. He had a Intercontinental Vice. He did the sharpshooter at one point. Gunther himself did the sharpshooter. Punk did a Boston Crab. And then eventually Gunther stood on the announce table and Punk took his legs out from underneath him and dropped him face first on the table, which busted Gunther open. And then eventually, Punk hit 2 GTSs and beat Gunther. Yeah, very great match. Punk wins the World Heavyweight Championship. I thought that made all the sense in the world to give it to Punk, to give him a nice feel-good moment for like 5 minutes. I thought this was awesome. I think Gunther should go away for a little bit, just because of the fact that, just to give him a kind of a nice break. He's been carrying the company, mainly the Raw brand with his spectacular matches, so he deserves to go away. But yeah, give it 4 3/4 stars. What'd you think of this?
I give it 4 3/4 stars. Also, I thought this match was great. I liked the ending when Gunther was getting a little too cocky and kind of got his legs swept from out from underneath him, and the real life injury came out. Gunther's nose is legitimately busted. I think he does need surgery for it. I'm pretty sure. But he's going to be out for a while. So they kind of played that up. At first when I saw it, I was like, I don't believe that for a second. And then once because it had come out like 2 days before SummerSlam that he had a fucked up nose. And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't believe that for a second. And then once it happened, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so it is legitimate. And because that was the most color I'd seen anyone get in a very long time. But overall, I thought the match was great. I thought it was a nice moment for Punk. Until it wasn't.
Yeah, I'll get to that. So, Seth Rollins' music hits. He comes out on crutches, because he had that knee injury at Saturday night's main event. So originally we're thinking it's just going to be like, when Rollins comes back, this is like Punk's doom or gloom, it looks like to be, type of thing. Like, Seth Rollins on the horizon type of thing, foreshadowing that Seth, when he comes back, he's going to cash in on Punk at some point. And he turns around, he goes to walk away, but then he stops and removes the crutches, removes the knee brace, the walking boot, and runs to the ring and beats the absolute crap out of Punk with a briefcase. Like, at one point, he took the briefcase and just smashed him right in the back of the head with it, like, twice. And Seth Rollins hits the stomp, cashes in his briefcase, and beats Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship and becomes the new World Heavyweight Champion. Really nice swerve here. I really like this a lot. And I thought Raw explained it pretty well, you know, because Seth Rollins has had a couple of opportunities to cash in, but he's been thwarted by all these foes around him, so he faked an injury angle, so that way no one would expect it when he actually did cash in. I think it makes all the sense in the world to do that angle with the way they explained it on Raw. That made a lot of sense. It does seem like that it was only Seth and Paul that know in kayfabe and everything like that, because it seemed like the Blondes were completely left in not in the know about that, which I wonder if that will ever play into the story. But you know, Seth Rollins went on the Rich Eisen show and mentioned that his wife also knew, and you know, she wasn't really happy that she had to keep it a secret and everything like that. And Rich Eisen got upset that he got worked because obviously he let Seth come on and do his show to kind of give him something to do, and then you know, Rich Eisen was a little bit upset, and yeah, this was awesome. You know, I really like this angle here. I thought it was a great way to end off SummerSlam, and I feel like this sets up a lot of things in the main event scene on Raw for the next few months. You know, Seth has a lot of people he can feud with, like the LA Knights, the Jey Usos, the Sami Zayns, the Roman Reigns of the world, who've all been like somehow feuding with this faction. They could also
for years,
huh?
For years.
So this really works out. You basically could map out a you know, run of PLEs up to WrestleMania that you can do. This, I think, really works. So I like this angle a lot. What'd you think of this?
I thought it was great. Upset me a little bit because I wanted to see Punk have his moment.
He got his moment for 5 minutes.
I got what they were going for. I loved that I got worked. I thought it was real. I will firmly admit, I love that I got worked. That is the best part about being a wrestling fan, is sometimes you get worked, and I'm very happy that I got worked, and I'm very happy that Seth Rollins is not hurt. But this continues this ongoing cycle again, where Seth feuds with Punk, he feuds with Roman. It's like it's a never-ending feud that has 55 twists and turns, all leading back to Seth Rollins. I feel like it's also Seth's never-ending feud with Roman Reigns. It's just it's always fun to win a feud with each other.
Yeah, I feel like there'll be like an ultimate blow-off match or something, and then like it's not,
because they've been doing it for how long now? 10 years? Because it's been what? 9 years since the Shield broke up?
Yeah.
So it's been that way for 9-10 years, where it's just off and on.
Some people are just destined to do this forever.
And Seth wouldn't be a part of the War Games team last year too, so that kind of played into it also.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, the thing is ever since you know, we found out about this injury, I just call him Jave Meltzer. Who the fuck is that?
Jave. Let's go, Jave.
But Dave Meltzer's been posting, you know, he hasn't shut up about the fact that he was right, because obviously he reported that this injury was a work, and then, like, no one believed him, and then, like...
3 for 1,000. Congratulations, Dave.
No, Jave. It's not Dave, it's Jave now.
It's Jave. Congratulations. 3 for 1,000. Wow. Congratulations, you got 2 in a row. You got The Rock and Seth. Congratulations. Wow. Maybe 2 actually, not 3. 3 is being generous. 2 for 1,000.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. You want to throw a party? Wow. I'll even give you a nice clap. Congratulations.
I don't hear this clap.
2 for 1,000.
I don't hear the clap going on.
That's too bad. It was silent.
Yeah, that was night 1. I thought night 1 was really great. I gave it like a B plus. I thought all the match was delivered for the most part. The swerve at the end was nice. I liked Jolly Wall. I liked the only thing I didn't like on the show really was like Cardi B. Like, get that out of here. Like, what was that? What was that? I almost just want to pretend that didn't even happen. Like that was in like a Bizarro universe or something, because I don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't know what it was either. It was nothing.
I don't even know if she knows.
Less than 5 minutes.
I don't even know if she knows what that was.
I didn't mention her again besides thanking her for her song. I give night 1 a solid B plus. Nearly an A minus for me. This show was just really good all around. I felt like the kind of the letdowns where the Sammy and Cross match was just it was fine. It could have been better. And Jade and Tiffany, I don't know if they were afraid to go longer because Jade's not really good when the matches go longer. So I wonder if they were just doing it to protect her. I would have liked to see that go at least 10 minutes. Tell me you couldn't go 3 more minutes. I felt that the match was criminally short.
Criminally? Is it you want them in jail?
Yeah.
Wow.
I felt like
them whoever produced the match.
both.
What the hell? That's a weird. Is Big Boss Man arrested them too, or is this just like?
Yeah.
Wow.
He is grave. You heard me talk about that tag match. I loved it. Punk winning made me very happy, and then Seth Rollins coming back and working the fuck out of me was pretty awesome. I like that he's not hurt. That's my favorite part. Because I kept thinking, like, okay, if this is a real injury, like, they're without one of their top stars for anywhere between 4 to 12 months, essentially.
It's not just one of the top stars, the main star, like, on Raw, like, and everything like that. Like,
yeah, like they had just turned this guy heel, and now he has this looked like a serious knee injury. He worked all of us, and anywhere between 4 months, which would be like minimal, and then to 12 months, which could have been ACL. So I'm just happy that we got worked and he's not going to be out, because he's a real integral part to this fucking entire storyline, with multiple twists and turns and whichever way it goes. Because now we can have, I guess LA Knight might get another match. I could see maybe it being a triple threat, maybe not. Maybe he gets it straight up. I don't know. But I think, by War Games, that's going to be pretty much in the rear view, and then we might get a rematch of the War Games from a year ago, just with a somewhat different configuration. But it's really, the show overall was really, really good. If you say it's boring, I don't give a fuck. Go watch fucking AEW. You'll be even more bored. But I thought overall, night 1 was really good. Like, my only qualm was the fact that Jade and Tiffany deserved to go at least 10 minutes. I felt like that was them going 7 is not, was just, I don't know why. That just wasn't fair to them.
Yeah. But yeah, now you get to take night 2.
I get to take the reign, not the Roman Reigns, just the Reigns.
That's a funny thing. Anyway. So in my notes, because I had "God Bless America" performed, and I don't know what happened. I think I was right. I think I hit button, so I'm just gonna read what it says. It says performed. It says God Bless America performance, and then it says Emma Hunby. I don't know what that means, but Emma Hunby.
Emma Hunt. I don't even know who the hell they were. I forget who they were.
I don't think they were Emma. I don't think they were Emma Humby. I feel like there was just words that was just going into my notes.
Yeah, they were, but it was 2 women, but I forget who they were. I forget their names now.
Like you said, they wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop looking at each other for some reason.
That was really weird. They were giving each other like fuck me eyes. Like it was really weird.
It was very.
But so to kick off the show, we had the Women's World Championship match. It was the triple threat match between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Naomi. And this match came to be because Naomi had cashed in her Money in the Bank contract at Evolution to win the Women's World Championship. Everyone came out to a pretty healthy, strong reaction until Naomi came out to nothing. So even with a special entrance by her own father, the crowd did not even give a shit.
Yeah, that's not. She's having this all-time run, but it's still not. She's still not just getting the reactions type of thing.
It was very obvious from the early ongoing that Io and Rhea were going to work together, and they did work together a lot, but they also did part with the match to start kicking the crap out of each other. Naomi ended up getting the win and retaining her title because Rhea hit the Riptide on Io and was going to give her the sexy pin to win, but then Naomi rolled her up real quick and caught Rhea by surprise and pinned her for the 3 count and won and retained her title. I give this match like 3 3/4 stars. I thought it was really good. Really good opener. I kind of overhyped it a little bit in the prediction. It wasn't as good as the night 2 of WrestleMania kickoff between Bianca, Io, and Rhea. That's one of the best matches I've ever seen. This one fell well short of it. I wish it could have been a bit better, but overall, I still think the match was really, really good.
I agree. I give it like 3 3/4 stars. I thought this was very good. I thought this was going to be like the WrestleMania match, but I think because too, all of them were faces going into that match. We had like the heel Naomi, so they had to do that spot where like she took control, so that kind of slowed the match down a little bit. I
think to its detriment too.
Yeah, because they didn't really do a lot of triple threat stuff like in the beginning. It was kind of Naomi would dominate. I think it doesn't. I feel like what doesn't help is that all those 3 women too at WrestleMania were like extremely almost. The crowd was into everything, and I think Naomi's probably quote unquote over, but just not to the levels of like an Io Sky or like a Rhea Ripley. They tower her just in terms of over levels of like how over they are and everything like that. Naomi's just I would say she's not there yet, but I don't think she's ever gonna get to like that level.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And then I'm gonna just go watch the TLC match. The table spot that they had where everyone just put someone through a table was nuts. DIY went through a stack of tables, like kind of like it was Matt and Bubba, I think, that went through the tables at SummerSlam. They kind of paid homage to that. That was a really cool spot. Uncle Howdy took a fucking nasty looking sunset flip bomb onto the ladder bridge. Candice LeRae also too went through a ladder. 5 stars. I'm not going to go over the rest of it. Just fucking watch it. It's a car crash. It's everything you want from a TLC match, and it was very similar to the one that they had on the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Very similar to that one, except for this one was actually on the fucking card, like the other one should have been too. But this is 5 stars, S tier match. If you like car crashes, if you like car crash wrestling matches, this is the match for you. Before the match, they showed the Dudleys and the Hardys, and not Edge and Christian because they don't deserve to be there. But overall, they were treated to a phenomenal TLC match. The crowd was a little dead at the beginning, but as the match picked up, the crowd really got into it. This is easily, people will, when they think of TLC matches, obviously they'll think of the ones with the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian as the top. But I think this one is a sleeper for being up there too also. This is one of the best TLC matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, this match was absolutely insane. Very, very good car crash. Every team got something to do. The Wyatts winning made sense. Now that they've beaten all the teams. And I hope the momentum of the SmackDown Tag Division just continues. I hope it wasn't all just built up just for this match. I hope they continue this and do other feuds within the match and everything like that. This was absolutely insane. And the fact that they got the Hardys and the Dudleys to be there for this was awesome. I figured the Dudleys would be there, because they were obviously on the Legends contract and stuff, but the fact that the Hardys were there was awesome because that was kind of a debatable.
It was the 2 teams that we expected. It would have been an all-out surprise if the team that wasn't under contract was there.
Well, maybe they were. They just can't be shown on TV.
I mean, they would have been referenced. They weren't referenced one time.
Not in video packages, nothing. Like if you've never seen that TLC tag title match from like WrestleMania and all those ones, you would just think it's the Hardys and the Dudleys that were in those matches. No other team.
It's just Mr. Mysterious Man spearing Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania 17.
Yeah.
They
redid that.
It was vacant.
They kind of redid that spot too, which is funny because that was a reference, and they never showed that in the video package or anything like that because they can't show that.
They can't, which is funny.
Yeah, this was awesome.
So next we had the no DQ match for the Women's Intercontinental title match. It was Lyra Valkyria versus the champion Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch debuted a new theme song, which nobody could fucking hear on the broadcast. I don't like. It's a really good song. I said this in our chat too. Sometimes really good songs don't make great entrance themes, and after hearing it on Raw, still a great song, not a really good entrance theme. And I thought overall, this match was just fine. It was kind of put in a tough spot between with the TLC match before it. They definitely they stacked up like hardcore type matches right after another. I felt like that kind of wasn't fair to the women. But I thought overall this match was fine. At one point that Lyra got her hands zip tied together, and Becky just started beating the crap out of her. And Lyra will like fight back and try to undo the zip ties. And at one point, she went underneath the ring because she couldn't get them off. So she had to go under the ring, and I think someone was underneath there because she had to get them cut off to make it seem like she did it herself. Bayley got involved. She tried to help Lyra win, but it ended up costing her in the end. And Becky ended up retaining her Women's Intercontinental Championship. This match was okay. I'm still going to give it 3 stars. I just felt like it was okay. Becky's so bland, and Lyra's just not really over besides being the Bird Lady. Yeah, it was okay.
I like this match a lot, actually. I give it 4, but I definitely have the same critiques you had. This match also went on a little long. Like, after the match was over, like, wow, that was kind of long. Like, because this match went on a while. Because I think Lyra was zip tied for like a good 10 minutes, and then like
at least,
yeah,
she was zip tied for a better part of the latter stages of the match.
But the crowd was like into it in the beginning, but then I think that as the match kept going, they like kind of lost interest until like the ending portion of the matchup. I feel like, and then that was kind of it. I like the finish. I like the fact that Bayley didn't go heel. She more so just inadvertently cost Lyra the match. Then like
I think it's eventually she's eventually either gonna turn or one of them's gonna turn.
Yeah. Now I hope it's Lyra, because I think Lyra, it makes more sense for her to turn versus Bayley to turn, but we'll see.
Even though Bayley's a bland babyface, I do think that Lyra could benefit from a heel turn. I just don't know how good of a heel she can be.
But I'll give it 4 stars. I thought this was a pretty brutal no disqualification match. I don't like Becky. Becky's theme, like you said, is a good song. I think there's just some theme songs you don't change. Like the Miz's theme song. I mean, I know he's had a new theme song before, but the one he has now, he's had for like years. There's no reason to change that.
That's iconic with him.
And I think Becky's theme was just iconic, like with her type of thing.
Like, I can get it if you want to do it as like a one-time thing for like a PLE, but like if this is a permanent theme now, like that song, like Celtic Invasion was like so synonymous with her.
Yeah.
And now she has a new theme that doesn't really fit her all that well. It's just really odd.
But yeah, continue.
But now we go on to the United States Championship match. United States Champion Solo Sikoa versus his cousin, former Bloodline member, former MFT member, Jacob Fatu. I thought this match was okay. It was good. It was good enough. I felt like they could have done a lot more. It just felt like, and at one point, the MFTs came out to assist Solo. Jimmy came out to assist his cousin. He hit a couple of super kicks, got hit one time with a boot and thrown over the table, and then disappeared for fucking 15 minutes.
Yeah, he did.
Which I thought was really weird, because then Tongaloa, JC Mateo, let's go with Jeff Cobb. JC Mateo and Talatonga just took advantage. They got up within fucking seconds. It's like, okay, so super kick means nothing. Got it. And Talatonga climbed up after Tongaloa and JC Mateo tried to get at Jacob, who was on the top rope, and Talatonga he had a pair of handcuffs. He handcuffs Jacob to the top, and which he was handcuffed for like fucking maybe 30 seconds. And Solo tried to leave, and Jacob broke free of the handcuffs, and that was missed entirely by the camera crew. Just missed completely. We were watching like, oh nice, they missed the fucking biggest spot.
Yeah, they did.
It wasn't like, oh, they missed it by no, they missed it by a wide margin. He ended up, so Jacob jumps down after breaking free. Solo tries to climb out. He grabs him. Jacob grabs Solo. Talatonga comes out of nowhere, boots the door, slams the door on Jacob's head, and then Solo goofily falls out for the win. And then Jimmy gets up from his 10-minute slumber and decides that he wants to make the save now. So I think he super kicked Tonga, and then he threw in Tongaloa and Jacob and JC Mateo, and because I think Tongaloa was already I think Tongaloa was already in the ring, but he beats the shit out of him. Jacob does, and Jacob does his moonsault from the top of the cage. It was a noticeably smaller cage because if it was any higher, he probably would have fucking died. So he hits the moonsault, and Tongaloa caught all of it. And he got kneed right in the fucking head. Good way for him to stand tall at the end. Would have liked to see him actually win the match and stand tall. But overall, I thought this match was pretty good. I gave it like 3.5 stars.
Yeah, I give it 3.5 stars also. Definitely brought down by the fact that Jacob lost. He really should have won. There's really no reason for Solo to win this. I feel like this was time for Jacob too to get like a nice key signature victory. Because I hope this feud's not continuing, because there's really no reason. Because like I said, this feud's reached its expiration date, but now that Solo won, it might. There was really no reason for Solo to win.
I'm the same way too. Like, I think this match is going to continue. This feud's going to continue now.
But yeah, I would have preferred Jacob Fatu to win. There was really no reason for Solo to win. I guess they didn't hurt him too bad in defeat, since he didn't really like lose because he didn't take a pin, he didn't take a submission. It's just that Solo got out of the cage, and like there was a lot of interference.
He lost by shenanigans.
But I feel like he still should have won. Like there was really no reason for. I feel like they should have had like Jacob win, and then like you could still do this feud, but like we said, like do it with like JC Mateo or Tonga. There's really no reason for the Solo and Jacob Fatu part of the feud to really continue anymore.
And also too, like they gotta somehow fit like Jay into this maybe, because it's fucking once again. It's 2-on-6 once again.
Yeah.
This is the same thing that they did that Triple H booked before with the Bloodline before Jay and Sammy got involved, and then Punk got involved. It was like 2 versus 8 the whole time. It's like, what are we doing here? They're just doing the same triple powerbomb every week. Can we do something different?
No, we can't.
They did at one point before Jay and Sammy got involved. They did the same ending to SmackDown 3 straight weeks in a row.
Yes, they did.
They did the same triple powerbomb spot through the table, and I was like, "You gonna do anything different?"
No, they're not.
If we do something different, it was right before Jimmy got involved. It was like when Cody was like getting his ass kicked, and then Randy would get put through the table. Then Cody got put through the table. And I was like, "What are we doing here?"
We're doing the same thing. Hey, you like that?
I feel like this is going to go the same way.
Hey, you like that triple powerbomb though? You think it's a cool move?
I think it's cool when the Shield does it, not when the Bloodline does it 8,000 times in a row.
Remember when Michael Cole called it the Shield bomb and you fucking hated it?
Yeah, because it wasn't a Shield bomb; it was a triple power bomb.
It was a Shield bomb, apparently.
They never called it that one singular time.
Michael Cole did.
Michael Cole goes, "A Shield bomb, and the table explodes." Like, it's not what that is. No such thing as a shield bomb. If it is, it's a nuclear weapon. You might want to take it away.
I think you were so mad. I think you were like so passionately mad you ranted about it one time on the show for like 5 minutes.
I probably did. Because I hold that to my chest, close to the vest.
Too bad you're never gonna see the Shield ever again.
Tears.
Because 2 of them hate each other, and one of them's never coming back.
Well, there's always 2K.
That's it, though. Is that the real guy either? You have to go to Community Creations to get that guy.
I gotta find him. I haven't downloaded him yet.
You're never gonna download him because he's doing too much stupid shit right now.
Yeah, it's sad. So, now we get to the co-main event. It's Intercontinental. It's the men's Intercontinental Championship match.
Good, we have to know.
It's AJ Styles versus the other guy.
You want me to say his name?
Yeah, him.
What if the fans don't know?
The other guy.
What if the fans don't know? The fans, this could be some.
They gotta figure it out. They gotta look it up.
You could just tell them. You could just tell them so they don't have to look it up. You could just say.
I thought it was here.
That was too quick. You might have to say it again for them. It was too. You might.
Dominic Mysterio. You happy?
Yeah, I just had, the fans have to know.
So AJ came out in a lowrider and wearing Eddie Guerrero gear, which is really, really awesome. Really nice tribute from AJ. I thought this match was, it was put in a tough spot. It's right before the main. It was after the steel cage. Just after multiple fucking stipulation matches. So I thought this match was good for what it's worth. It was really put in a tough spot, and I thought it was fine. Dom ended up winning after doing the Eddie spot where he got his boot taken off. And Dom won and retained the Intercontinental title. Nothing too crazy happened in this match. Nothing to write home about. It was solid. I give it 3.5 stars.
Yeah, very solid. That was a funny spot where he tried to do the lie, cheat, and steal gimmick, and then AJ put the chair around his neck, and he did it himself, and like the ref didn't really know what to do there. That was wicked funny.
He even did the leg twitch thing too, also, which even killed me.
But yeah, Dom retained. You should give him kind of credit because he did it by himself. He did cheat, but like he didn't have any outside interference. He did it all on his own. So you have to give him credit for that.
Yeah, finally he became a big boy.
You're not gonna get
a child.
That doesn't sound like you're really giving him credit. That kind of sounds like you're being more so mean and giving him credit.
He finally decided to grow a pair of balls.
Yeah, and he took his shoe off. That's good.
Yeah, because he's a fucking child. Oh my God. Oh.
It wasn't really hurt though. So what are you complaining about? He was very.
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
He was very crafty. Even AJ gave him respect for how crafty he was. I think you should. Are you not going to give him the same respect?
He'll get it eventually.
He might be a double champ soon.
He could be.
And I
could see it.
And you have to see him on 2 promotions at once.
Tears streaming down my face.
Yeah.
So now we have the street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship. It's the champion John Cena versus the challenger Cody Rhodes. Cody came up first. He had this big, elaborate entrance where they basically said that his dad was proud of him. That was very weird.
It was odd, yeah.
That whole preamble to the entrance, I was like, man, this is a Cody Rhodes entrance if I've ever seen one. He wore his WrestleMania gear. And then John came out, and he was my hero again. And I was very happy. Looks like the turn back to babyface is official because of what happened last night after this match. This match was, again, another car crash. Mostly didn't involve weapons until, the latter stages of the match. Lots and lots of finisher kickouts. It was really overbooked in that part where Cody went for the trilogy of Crossroads and no one's ever kicked out of that. And then Cena kicked out. And then Cena did the double AAs and then did the super AA off the second rope. That's only been kicked out by 2 people, like Seth and AJ, I think the only 2 that have kicked out of that. But then Cody kicked out of it, and I was like, what the fuck? Like a regular move It's going to be like a fucking roll-up or some stupid shit that's going to win the match. Cody ended up winning with one crossroads. Looked like he was going heel, didn't go heel.
You even were yelling at him like, "You fucking walk up that ramp. You stay."
You fucking better turn your ass around and don't look. Turn your ass the fuck around.
I even said, I don't
walk up that ramp. Don't you dare.
I think you even said at one point, once he stopped showing up on camera, I don't want to see any blonde fucking hair anymore, type of thing. Like,
that blonde hair better be shown on fucking camera. It better be shown walking in the opposite direction of the ring. So, John lost his title. He looked very upset, but also the crowd was also giving him a standing ovation. Looks like the crowd's about to fade to black. Brock's music hits. Holy shit. Wow. Did not expect that at all. That was the last person I expected, especially with his current lawsuit that he's in, asking, receiving piss pics and calling someone a bitch apparently makes you a sexual predator and a pedophile, apparently. So, Brock comes out and stalks Cena. John's in the ring. Brock goes in. Immediate F5. Place went nuts. If there was a roof on it, it would have been blown off. Place went crazy. That's why you don't listen to people online ever. Make your own opinions. Don't let fucking people sway you. Don't let people fucking tell you how to react. It's your reaction. That place went fucking absolutely bonkers. And it's great they mentioned him on Raw. He didn't show up on Raw, which I thought was odd. But since John's going to be on SmackDown, today's Thursday when we're filming this. Friday, John has been advertised for SmackDown. He's advertised earlier. He was advertised on Raw on Monday. So it looks like maybe Brock's going to appear on SmackDown this Friday, maybe. Overall, this is a 5-star match. It is a 5-star match. It's the definition of a 5-star match. It started out really kind of slow in the beginning, but picked up, and then really picked up. They started to go in the crowd. There was a really awesome camera shot of them going underneath the staging area, and then John, they rose up the Cody Vader, and John had Cody on his shoulders, and he had that really evil look on his face, and he tossed him down the ramp. I thought that was a really awesome spot. This, by the way, completely erases anything that he's done since Elimination Chamber, because this is his best match he's fucking had in a very long time. Kind of surprising. He's 48 years old now, and I could sense it just watching him. The in-ring work was definitely starting to show against Theory at WrestleMania 40. And it really was jarring for me because whenever he would come back before that, he always looked good. The match against Theory was a big-time disappointment for me. I thought for sure the match was going to be a lot better. That's when it kind of started to slip a little bit. He comes back, turns heel at Elimination Chamber, which was an awesome shock, honestly. But in execution, it was poor after that. And now we get to revisit one of his biggest feuds in Brock Lesnar, with Brock being back, with John clearly being the babyface here. I can only imagine what he's going to say tomorrow night. All I can say is, thank fuck my hero's back. I don't have to throw that t-shirt away. I spent a lot of money for that thing, and I don't fucking... and it's going to be in my possession forever, because my hero has returned to me. And this is the way that I want him to go out. This is how I want to remember him. This match in particular restored my faith that he can still wrestle. Because that match at WrestleMania sucked fucking dick. That match was fucking awful. And I've seen some pretty average John Cena matches, to bad, to poor. That was one of the worst I've ever seen. And now he's back to being a babyface again. I feel like this match with Brock is going to be the telltale sign. Can he do it against Brock? I mean, Cody's one thing, but because Cody's still in his prime. Can you do with Brock now? And on top of it, also, saw this about half hour ago. There are no plans to turn Cody Rhodes heel in the foreseeable future. So Cody is a babyface from here on out.
Yeah, I loved all of this. I give it 5 stars. This match absolutely ruled. It was very unpredictable. You didn't really know who was going to turn. You were getting scared, being like, don't do this, John. Don't do this, Cody. You just wanted everyone to be nice. And then, Cody winning was cool. Now it's a true passing of the torch that Cena passed the torch to Cody. I'm happy Cody's going to stay face. I don't really think there's really a need for him to go heel. It would have been fine, though. I wouldn't have hated it, but he's still getting good reactions. I know he did at SummerSlam, but that's because also he just went back. He went against Cena, who, finally just turned face. So, everyone wanted to see, Cena. It's his last SummerSlam now and things like that. So,
I do think that Cody's going away for a while, too, to go film. I think it's Street Fighter. So, he's going to be away for a while.
Yeah, so... so that was good stuff. And then the return of Brock Lesnar I thought was absolutely awesome. Like you said, we had predicted all these people that could show up: The Rock, Travis Scott, all these people, and Brock Lesnar.
I thought it was going to be The Rock, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, and then it being Brock, we were very surprised. I'm happy to see him back. I know, obviously, there's takes online about that and everything like that, and I know he's involved in that lawsuit, but I'm just going to enjoy seeing him back. Obviously, if we find out that he did those things that's in the lawsuit, then yeah, he should be gone, but he's been gone for a while. I just want to see him back if at the moment he's innocent and everything like that, and everything's looking fine. And if they have the okay, then I think why not just put him back? Especially too, you get to see Brock and Cena again, and that's a good way for Cena to go out because that's been one of his biggest rivals. I love that it was close to the vest. Nobody knew about it. I thought it was awesome. I know this has kind of soured a lot of people on SummerSlam because they have mixed feelings about Brock being back. I'm not one of those people. I love the fact that he's back. If he can be back, fine. Now, obviously, if you find out that he comes out guilty for this, then yeah, he definitely shouldn't be there. But right now, I'm just going to enjoy him being back. I think it's awesome that he's back.
Yeah, I'm the same thing, too. I'm the same way. If it turns out he did a lot more than what was led on to believe, then yeah, get rid of him.
But, if it's fine at the moment, I'm fine with him being back. Of course, obviously, there's been speculation online. This is why they stopped the post shows, because they knew, the press conferences, because obviously they knew they were going to get asked about Brock. So WWE is being called cowards for that and everything like that. But I feel like, yes, Brock's return probably affected them because I don't blame him for not wanting to get those questions. But I feel like those press conferences were, even Ariel Helwani said this on his show, and I agree with him. I think those press conferences were getting pretty still anyway, so I think it's just time to freshen it up. There was never any real takeaway moments for those press conferences, so I'm fine with them getting rid of the press conferences and everything like that. But of course, maybe this wasn't the best time to get rid of the press conferences because now WWE is being called cowards for getting rid of them. And of course, a lot of people aren't watching the shows now because Brock's back, so that's just kind of what it is. So, yeah. How do you feel about Brock being back and, like, how everyone else is feeling about it?
I love the fact that Brock is back. If it turns out that he did a lot more than what initially was reported, and he was there, and a lot more comes out. Again, I'm on a wait and see trial basis. There's a lot more that there's a ton more that's about to come out. From what I saw Monday or Tuesday, there's going to be a lot more released. So who knows if he's done a lot more than what was led on to be, then get rid of him. Then it was stupid for them then it was stupid for them to bring him back.
Yeah, I agree. And what about them stopping the press conferences? Because everyone's obviously being called cowards for that.
They were no one watched them anyway. It was the same formulaic shit. Like, every time someone would ask a question about Vince McMahon or whatever else, like, it was this. They would ask like the same stupid questions over and over and over again, and eventually that just gets old. Like, how many more fucking times in different ways do you want him to answer the question about Vince? Like, he's answered it already. Like, stop asking the fucking question. It has nothing to do with the show.
I agree.
But I felt like it ran its course. And it's way better the way they did it because they're in front of a live crowd doing it now.
Yeah. Now, do you think AEW is going to do more press conferences because WWE is not doing them?
I think they're going to still continue to do them.
And they'll be very long.
Of course they will.
But yeah, that's night 2. I give night 2 an A, and in total, I give night SummerSlam an A minus if you combine both grades together. Would you give night 2 on its own and then the whole show?
I give night 2. I give night 2 an A. I thought it was great. Of course, my harsh critiques of the show don't bring it down for me. Brock returning, the TLC match, the opener, the street fight were all fantastic, and really were highlights of the show. If there's anything from that show that I say go back and watch, it's those matches because they were phenomenal. But yeah, like, overall, I'd probably give it a total of like an A minus. Because I think I gave it an A minus. Like, that's a great SummerSlam. Night 2 was obviously more stacked than night 1. But night 1 had some impactful moments, like the Jelly Roll and Randy Orton versus Logan and Drew match was very impactful. The main event, too, very impactful. But yeah, like, overall, this has probably been one of the better SummerSlams in recent memory.
That everyone, and then coming out of it, everyone was mad for some reason, like just babies. So,
just children.
Yeah. But there's something else people are acting like children about it. It's a pretty big news that got broken on Wednesday between WWE and ESPN. I'm gonna let you take the reins again because you follow both things very closely. Why don't you talk about it?
Okay, so very recently, ESPN's been on a buying rampage. They just bought the NFL Network and NFL Red Zone. So for people that don't know, the NFL Network is a 24-hour football channel that right now is pretty fucking dead because there's no football. They do some training camp stuff and whatnot, but during the season it's popping. There's highlights all the time. But they bought that. They bought Red Zone. which is 7 hours of commercial-free football, and it just jumps from game to game to game. The initial thought process was Red Zone was going to be just teams that were in the red zone, but it's just like wherever a team is, or if there's not enough games on, that'll show one game. But that was bought very recently, and by ESPN, and then ESPN the other day bought the PLEs. So apparently the Peacock deal runs through 2029 with all the other stuff. But the PLEs were through 2026. We're until 2026, so the end of 2025. So the end of this year, it's moving to ESPN. And if you have a cable network, like a cable, you can log in through, if you have cable, you can log in through Xfinity, you can log in through YouTube TV, and I forget what else they said, like Sling TV or something like that. And you get it for free. Everything. The PLEs, everything goes through that. You're good. You're golden. It's free. If you don't have cable, then it's $30 a month. That's the only thing. So if you do not have cable, and you cut the cord and you went full streaming, you do not have access to the PLEs unless if you pay $30 a month. That's the only thing that's different. If you have cable, you get it for free. Streaming, if you just have streaming services, or you cut the cord, then you have to pay $30 a month. But overall, I think this is a really good play by WWE. You're moving to a massive network. They might even air some PLEs on ESPN or whatever, but I know like the day of events, it's going to be kind of how it was like a few years ago when ESPN was at, I think it was WrestleMania, and when Cody returned that year, I think it was 2022. They were live at WrestleMania that year, but that was the only year they did it. So now that's going to be a frequent thing. Now they're going to be there for all the big shows, doing SportsCenter from there. So this is a really huge production. And it's a really big deal. I'm looking forward to it. Regardless, don't care. I'm not missing any PLEs. Don't give a fuck. It's the show that I choose to watch. Whether I'm paying $30 a month or it's fucking free, I don't give a shit. It's what I choose to watch. I do not care.
Yeah, I'm happy about this. This is going to be good for both ends because WWE will be on a brand new streaming service with new audiences of all the sports fans that typically don't watch WWE, some that fell out and everything like that. And then obviously it's going to be good for ESPN because they're going to get like a lot of new subscribers and stuff because everyone's going to want to watch those WWE PLEs. I don't understand why some people get mad. Like I think I told you this the other day. It seems like wrestling fans, there's like certain wrestling fans out there that are like allergic to like spending money. Like they don't want that money out of their bank account. They want it to like stay there forever, type of thing.
Realistically, too, $30 a month for a fucking PLE is nothing compared to what you have to pay for actual pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was like $50 before or whatever, right? Or like 60.
Yeah, it was for, I think for like the AEW pay-per-views, it's like $50-$60.
Yeah.
For actual pay-per-view. And it's even now $30 a month is way less than what my parents were paying to buy pay-per-views for me and my brother like back in the day. They were like $30. So that they were like 20, I guess like 20, they were like $20, but like by the time like my brother had fallen out with wrestling by like 2001, my parents stopped buying pay-per-views for me, so I couldn't watch them because they had gone up in price. By the time the mid-2000s hit, it was probably up to about $40, $50. So it's for $30 a month. You're basically paying 2001, 2002 prices again for PLEs.
People just don't get it, though. They just don't get it.
It's you don't want to buy it. Don't fucking care. If I have to, I will. I love WWE. I'm not missing anything. Don't give a shit. I don't care if it's fucking set in its main event. I don't care if it's fucking whatever they feel like fucking throwing on a random fucking Saturday.
Main event?
Don't care.
What about main event? What about, you said don't care, main
If
event?
main event was if main event was a fucking PLE, don't care. Do not care.
What if it's still a C show like it is?
I don't care if it's WWE superstars. Don't fucking care. If it's Saturday and it's on at fucking 7 o'clock and it requires me to pay for it, I'm doing it.
What if it's main event on like a Wednesday? It's still the C show that it is, and you have to pay for that.
Nope. Nope. Only if it's on Saturday or Sunday and it's on anywhere between 7 to 8 o'clock at night and it's a PLE, you're getting my money.
So main event could get some love if it becomes a PLE.
Then I'll talk about it like it's the greatest thing ever.
It could be the greatest thing ever now. You just don't know it.
No, it definitely isn't.
It's better than AEW Dark.
A little bit. Well, consider the fact that it's still around, yes. It is better than Dark and
I'm telling you, Chris, main event.
Both the Darks and Rampage. It outlasted all of them.
I'm telling you, Chris, main event might outlast you.
It could if I'm going to be in the grave tomorrow, maybe.
We have to talk about something though because I'm getting kind of sick of this. Is there something going on at home or something? Because like you're not doing good in the predictions this year. Like, do you just not want the belt or something? Because like
I just suck.
Like, it used to be so good. What happened?
I'm old.
I think I might have to like take away your rights to predict because you're just not good. Like with Steve.
I suck.
I'm just too.
I can't predict ever. I think I do good predictions, and I put them in my notes, and then you start going over your predictions. I'm like, oh my god, maybe if I gotta, maybe if I pick this way, maybe I'm like the mental gymnastics.
Yeah.
Never confident in my picks. I'm always like, fuck, he did this. Maybe that's right. Maybe I'll do that. I'm like, maybe if I pick like him, maybe I might come close.
So I made a decision that you and Steve are facing each other at Clash of the Castle. Winner faces me at Survivor Series War Games.
I don't even know how the fuck I won Money in the Bank, but I did.
Because Steve sucks too. I think he just sucks worse.
He just sucks. Well, he won Sunday.
Yeah, but that doesn't count because like I didn't lose a belt. That was just for him to get a chance. Like he's still got a lot of catching up to do.
By a lot.
Huh?
He beat me by quite a bit.
No, I thought he beat me. I thought he beat me, or did I beat him? I forget.
He did. I think we tied on Saturday. The three of us did.
Yeah,
and then Sunday you beat him. I think, right?
Yes, I think. No.
No. He beat you because he has that second win.
Yeah, but that's okay. You know.
So he beat you, and he definitely fucking beat me Sunday too. If you look at the predictions.
But that doesn't really
he
count.
Definitely would have beaten me if I would have faced him on Sunday.
But that loss doesn't count for me on him really because like all of my attention was on defending the title. I was putting all my focus on you.
None of the losses or tie, I guess, matter because it's not. We were competing against each other. He was competing to face one of us for the title.
That's right. So that doesn't count. So I'm still on my A game. You guys have to up your game. You're gonna have to like stop practicing predictions. So that's why Clash of the Castle, you and him are gonna practice. If he beats you, he gets the title shot. If you beat him, you get.
Well, because that would be because if he beats me, that's 3. So he gets a title shot.
Yep.
So he would get it anyway if he won.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm
and
saying
I still have money in the bank. I don't know how he somehow outsucked me. I don't know how that was possible.
But yeah,
he did.
But you just suck at predictions this year, man. Like I hate to tell you this, but you just
too old for this shit.
I mean, like your cousin said, you're 150 years old now. How the hell did you? What happened? I felt like I feel like it was just yesterday you were like 30, and all of a sudden you went up to 150. What happened? Did you have like did you have like a?
Wow.
How'd you go up so high?
A midlife crisis.
You look good for 150. You almost look like you're in your 30s. Huh?
I look like shit for 150.
Well, what are you supposed to look like at 150?
Jacked and tanned.
This time, you could turn it around.
Like Austin's Theory.
Do you want to talk about the news with him before we get out of here? Because there's some news about him.
Yeah, so I don't know why I just randomly thought of that. So he got taken off the road. He's been dealing with an injury. He's not been fucking released, no matter what Mike Johnson said. He's not been released. He was very vague about what he was reporting, by the way. If you go back and look at the original reporting, extremely vague. He's not been released. When someone is off the road and injured, they're not on the internal memo. So that's just a thing that happens. He's not been released. Nothing's happened. He's just hurt. He's out of action. Don't know for how long. It's still undisclosed.
Steve made a theory that maybe it's mental health stuff since it's undisclosed, which, who knows?
It could be. It could be.
But he legit admitted he's just throwing something out there. He doesn't have any inside sources or anything like that. But,
it could be. I mean, if it's undisclosed, it could be.
But
I'm not.
Yeah, I hope he comes back soon. You know, I want to see him do well. I kind of hope when he does come back, he's a big time babyface and beats the crap out of. I would just say beats the crap out of Theory. That would be weird. He just beats the crap.
Austin Theory beating the shit out of Theory.
We never see them in the same.
He beat the shit out of a Theory.
Yeah, but I hope he beats up Grayson Waller.
Theory that was in the ring, and he beat the shit out of it.
But I hope he beats up Grayson Waller because he's been kind of talking a lot of shit recently.
What I would do would be when he comes back from his time away, I would have Grayson Waller pretend like he wasn't talking shit about him, and then Austin finds out and he beats the shit out of Grayson Waller.
I mean, you've been pushing for this babyface run for a while. Like, when he comes back,
I've been pushing for it for fucking 3 years. I think it's fucking time. All the fucking charity shit that he does, all of it. He's very, very charitable. He does all. He has a ton of Make-A-Wishes now. He's like, I honestly think, like, if he was to make the turn, theoretically, he's still young enough to where you could theoretically make him like another version of Cena. You could do it. As stupid as that sounds, because there is no next John Cena. There was only one of him. He is a very special individual, but he has the look of a very younger John Cena, and I think that if they fucking do it right, he is over. Push the fucking guy as a top babyface.
I'll ask you one more question, then we'll get off. How do you feel about Big G right now? Just kind of end it off. Big G.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It's Big G. He's in the New Day.
Yeah.
He's
about to get his ass kicked by Big A pretty soon.
Well, depends on how long he's out of action for. He might be out of action for a while. So
when he gets back, Big G is going to get the shit beaten out of him by Big A.
How do you feel that he just like left Big A out to dry. You know, he just left him type of thing.
Because he's a bitch.
I mean, you can't blame him. He's got to do something. Like, you know, he's got.
He also too instigated a fight between two children at a meet and greet. Talk about piece of shit.
He's just trying to enjoy.
That was wicked funny when I was looking for. He was instigating a fight between. It must have been like a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old or a 6-year-old. It was so funny.
Is he what MJF should be in AEW right now? Grayson Waller, Big Gay?
No.
Okay.
I think that Grayson Waller's better than MJF.
That's gonna be a hot take to some people.
That is the hottest of hot takes because I think it's fucking true.
He can't. MJF's won more matches this year than Big A though.
That's fine. I think overall that Grayson Waller just had the total package.
He's in the New Day too. That's good for him.
The Bland Day?
New Day rocks and New Day came.
It's a bland day, yes it is.
But yeah, let's end the video off. Is there anything you wanted to plug or promote before we get out of here?
Nah.
Nothing? You could
Nothing.
There'd be something.
There's no plugging. There's no promoting. I have nothing to plug or promote.
You can play
at the moment.
Are you eating something or drinking something right now?
Nope.
Damn. All right, I guess you got nothing. Are you playing any video games right now you want to plug or?
No.
No, damn. Any I don't know. We got nothing. Any restaurant you been to you want to plug? Say hey, this is a really good restaurant. Go here.
No, I don't have anything right now.
Wow, you got nothing.
I got nothing. I just stare at a wall all day.
Except when you do the show, right? Or you're just staring at a wall right now.
I just stare at it.
What's that like? Just staring at a wall all day.
Fucking hurt your eyes.
Now, when you say stare, you mean legit stare, no blinking, or do you do some
no
blinking?
Blinking. No blinking allowed.
Who's gonna stop you?
I don't know.
You just said no blinking allowed. Does someone forcing you to do this?
Just doing it myself.
Do you at least sleep in between, or you just stay awake?
I sleep with my eyes open, staring at the wall.
Anything interesting ever happen at the wall, or no?
No, just a wall.
If you just actually, you're already disproven because if you just stare at the wall all day, how did you know what happened at SummerSlam?
Because it was post SummerSlam that it happened.
Oh, okay. So you started after SummerSlam doing this.
I started. It was my after SummerSlam wall staring contest.
Who's winning?
The wall.
Damn. But yeah, I'll plug some stuff. We're gonna make a big comeback after August 16th. We're gonna start to do 2 videos a week, Aftershock and retros, and by December we're gonna do so many retros. Chris is never gonna want to hear that word again. He's gonna be I'll even go to say it. He'll look at me with angry eyes and be like, "Don't you dare drop that fucking word on me right now! Don't you fucking dare say the word retro."
Fuck off with the retro.
But yeah, you ready to do retros, or you just fucking fuck it? We're not doing them anymore.
We gotta fucking do it.
You better have that assignment done. I want those fucking retros sent to my phone that you picked. Right when the darkness hits.
That's okay.
It's doable.
Yeah. How many again?
You sent me 8. I think you gotta send me 7 more.
Okay.
You got time. You don't have a lot of time too. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3:18. It gets dark.
I also had to get rid of that random Raw that I put on there, so I need to think of 2 more.
And since we didn't do the Hogan retro that can go back.
I gotta think of 2 more to get me to 8.
You could keep the July 4th one though, because we didn't do that Hogan one. So you just gotta get to 8.
Also, I can do that. We're just putting that into the Cena one now.
Yeah, because it'd be too late to do anything for. Unless we do something for his birthday, because his birthday is like at the end of August.
No, we'll just do that for the Cena one.
Okay. Why? So you don't have to think of another. So you don't have to think of another one. Is that why?
I have to think. Yeah, because I can't. My brain doesn't work that well.
How are you gonna come up with these retros and stare at the wall at the same time?
I'll figure it out.
But yeah, let's get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed SummerSlam and enjoyed Block being back and enjoy ESPN on. Wait, no, I almost said ESPN on WWE. WWE on ESPN. WWE on ESPN. Before we get out of here, because I'll let this be the last thing that's said. Anything you want to say to Brian Zane? Because I know you've been talking about him a lot lately.
He can go fuck himself.